Hello, my fellow travelers. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. And here we are after Christmas, before New Year's, end of 2020, not yet the beginning of 2021. So we're a bit in an interim. So I thought we would do something a little different, have a tree side chat, and talk about the vibes that I'm feeling, and maybe it will bring some clarity to the way you're feeling. So I hope you can hear me okay in this room that I've never done a reading in. So I think this is a perfect opportunity to see where we are when we're in a new place, but we're in a place physically that we still know, even though it's different. So there's a little bit of like not a letdown, but maybe like we've passed Christmas. I feel like everyone was very excited for something to happen, and now it's over, and what are we going to do for New Year's, and how is next year going to go, and we're not there yet. So this can bring feelings, this can bring sadness, this can bring confusion. It can also bring a lot of just clarity in knowing that things are coming. And Abraham always says for us to be happy in our contrast and be happy with our desires that we don't have yet. So I think this is a very important concept for us to be living in, because we're always going to have more desires. We're always going to have more things that we want, that we think are going to make us happy. So how do we live happily without having every single thing that we want all the time? Because that's how life is going to go. So tomorrow we have a Cancer full moon. Cancer is the sign of our emotions, our inner child, our feminine energy, our mother, our crab that wants to keep ourselves safe and secure and comfortable and protected. So my moon is in Cancer. It's the only water sign that I have in my chart, but it's enough. So if you have anything in Cancer, you're probably going to feel this very strongly. It's already coming, the energy of the full moon, so it's here. So I think this is a time for us to really navigate how we're feeling and what we're thinking in a different way. You probably feel that there is new energy, but we're not sure what it is yet. And so to be in this place that we feel comfortable without knowing what's going to happen. So how do we do that? Spirit wants to say, to see the happiness, to see the centering that is possible within you with whatever circumstance is going on. Like the neighbor's doing some banging over there, but I still feel very tuned in to what I'm saying. So this takes some balance into the present moment like we've never really done before. It's a centering in your spiritual being that you call yourself before anything else comes into your mind. So when you wake up, what are you thinking about? When you wake up, what are you feeling about? And to choose, especially from the beginning of the day, what thought you're going to put your feet down off of the bed onto the ground on. And from there, build your day. So if you wake up and you're thinking about something that you really don't want to be thinking about, it's time to say, okay, that's not what I'm going to think about today. What I'm going to think about is what? And then choose something that is pleasing, feels good, something that feels like there's prosperity, there's hope, there's faith, there's knowing that something good is going to come. So I've been guided to pick the cards live today. I'm going with a deck I know very well, the Rider-Waite, so there's no confusion. At least let's hope not. And so I already thought about what my questions were going to be, and Spirit always knows what you're going to say because of their time is different than ours. So I picked one for the energy we are going in, one for what to do about it. That one's going to be interesting. And one for the season coming. All right, let's see what we have here. The energy, for the energy, we have the 10 of Wands, which is about really putting your head against a brick wall. And the time was just 555. So that's really being in the middle. It's like you've come so far, you still have far to go, and there's a frustration here, but it can also be an ending, but an ending that's good. It's like you've done everything you can on this level. It's kind of like the card we were getting from the archetypes of this is the end. So whatever you've built, this is what we're going to work with. All of these 10 wands are your foundation. And so, but we can't bury our head into just the past. We need to make sure that it's coming towards the future and using these, what we already know, in order to solidify what we are going to ground into when the energy progresses. So this is what to do about it. Judgment. So in this card, all the souls are waking up, and there's an angel Gabriel that is calling people to wake up. So this is a judgment, a reckoning, a survival into a new vision. So all of humanity is waking up, and I feel like this is the angel of Aquarius really saying, come up to where you need to be. Come up to what you want to rise into being. I hope that makes sense. And then this card, what did I say this card was going to be? For the new era, what is happening. And now we have the 9 of staves, of wands, which is the guy before this guy. So battle weary. We've gotten this card before. Battle weary. We're still standing. And I think this is the difference between 3D and 5D. We're being called between these two in order to wake up to our own judgment, our own new vision. They keep saying new vision, the vision. How do we see in our mind's eye with our thoughts, with our feelings, with our imagination? So this feels like the energy right now. It's like, sorry, we have the sun is coming through, but I mean, maybe that's part of it, right? We have these layers of things that are happening. And so, but in the meantime, we're just standing here. Like, what else do I need to do? So let's see what our final message card is. I mean, it's all wands, which is all fire. It's the 3 of wands. See your vision, see where you're going, see what you want to progress into. And you're not gonna know. There's nothing, we just see yellow here. There's no physical thing that we can attach to with this new energy. We're just going to have to see into the light what it is that we want and want to feel, and let the energy and the universe fill in the blanks for you. You don't have to know everything right now. it's actually better that we don't know everything right now, because that's boring. I know we're like, well, I would like a little bit more clarity and security, but that's really not part of the game in this higher level. It's being cool with not knowing what is coming, but being able to still stay in your passion, stay grounded, stay in your heart center, and see the vision of the future coming. So all wands, that's all fire. And going into a water full moon, we have the yin and the yang. It's the male and the female. So the male in us is going to have to wake up to the point of being able to sovereign ourselves into knowing what it is we want to do and how we want to proceed. Taking the emotion, taking the receptive side of the female, the water, and being able to move that into action that makes sense for us and is comfortable, but not comfortable just because it's known. Comfortable in that it feels like, well, I'm not sure, but it does feel like this is something I at least need to try. So I hope that's helpful. They keep wanting me to say something more about the wands. So wands are staves. They're like, they're magic wands. So we can really get our thing together now in this period where we're developing and gestating into what things are going to be with our magic wands, with our passion, with our fire, with our energy that's coming to us through the cosmos, through our own charts, through the astrology of the times, the energy, the archetypes, everything is coming together in a different way. So we had 10, 9, and 3 in terms of the numbers, and 20 in the judgment. So time is, we're at the end of something, but we're at the beginning of something, but we're a few steps in. You see what I'm saying? So if you're feeling all kinds of things right now, it's very regular and it's very necessary to kind of feel a little bit odd right now. So I'll leave you with that so it's not too long. But anyway, blessings for this interesting new time before we start the new time of 2021. So put your mind where you want it to be and cleanse out those feelings. See where you can change the focus so that the feelings follow. All right, much love, much peace. Check me out on spirittherapy.nyc, and we'll talk soon.